Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hard West with me, Bring It On. Now let's go to the blocked passage. The old road led into a massive pile of rocks. Vasquez was convinced the Golden City was somewhere beyond it, but moving these rocks would take large amounts of either manpower or gunpowder. We do have 41 peons, just enough. Peons are ordered to dig their way through the boulders. After 2 days of hard labor, the peons finally managed to move the rocks. Good job, guys. Hidden in the rubble of the ancient ruined village, they discovered a container made of solid rock. With great effort, they managed to pry it open. Inside they found strange sculptures covered in what looked like gibberish. Vasquez found he could read them effortlessly. About the Zompantli? I said that right? Zompantli. The scripture described a wall of skulls that barred access to the most sacred place. Its creators had deliberately, I don't think this was to say deliberately, I left it incomplete. Only by completing it could it be brought down, and completing it meant sacrifice. About rituals. The text described numerous rituals in great detail. Among them was an ancient ball game that had been used to determine whether one team or another would be sacrificed. About the gods of nature. The text described the gods of nature. Metzli, the god of the moon. Tlaatli, the goddess of the earth. Chalchui Tilikyu, the goddess of the springs. Sensan, I'm probably butchering these, I know that I am. Either Kensan or Sensan. Huitsanua, the god of the stars. And Ehekatl, the god of the wind. Alright, gods of creation. Next describe the gods of creation. Omatiotul, the great creator. Huehuetiotl, the god of time. And Kotelikyu, the mother of all women. The gods of man. The text described the gods of man. Tezcatlipoca, the universal power. Quetzalcoatl, the god of life. Tlaloc, the god of storms. Mixcoatl, god of war. And then Huitzilopochtli, the god of the sun. Again, probably butchered those, and I apologize. Alright, let's go to the ball court. An ancient court used to play a game to please the gods. A ball and a ceremonial dagger sat next to the field of play. Vasquez ordered peons to play the game. 20 peons were stripped to the waist and lined up in 2 groups. Vasquez quickly explained the rules to them. The team with the most goals would sacrifice the other for the glory of the gods. The peons immediately leapt into action, playing for their lives. Finally, one team emerged victorious. The losers knelt to meet their fate. As their throats were slit one by one, their blood filled a previously invisible pattern on the floor, revealing an inscription only Vasquez could read. The inscription read, "The moon is the mother of all power." Alright, to the tomb. One of the last structures in the area was a tomb. It probably held little more than rotting bodies. Right now the party was after skulls to complete the Zompantli. Van cleared the tomb's entrance and ventured inside. In the dark interior lay huge piles of human skulls, along with several large metallic chests. Van cleared the tomb's entrance. Oh, we already read that. Peons were sent into the tomb. Soon after entering the tomb, the peons began to cough, several dropping dead almost instantly. With their last breath, they managed to remove the chests from the tomb. Inside them, Vasquez found skulls with the names of different gods engraved in their foreheads. I mean, kudos to these peons. They have a phenomenal work ethic. I mean, they are literally working themselves to death for Vasquez. Alright, Zompantli. The Zompantli, a gigantic wall of skulls, blocked the passage to the north. There were several empty spaces, enough room for 3 more skulls. But which ones to insert? Vasquez tried to insert the skulls. First skull, Vasquez inserted bore the name of... Uh-oh. Which ones am I supposed to do? I'm gonna do Metzli. And then I think it's Hui Hui Teodal, right? Because there was a one list that only had 3. That'd be oh, no, it was Mexicodal, Quetzalcoatl, and the other guy, right? Let me go back and read these. But we do more at the ball court. So, yeah, Oma Teodal, Hui Hui Teodal, and Kotaliq. Those are the 3. Can't select them. Go back. So we got a hint about the god of the moon as the source of all power. Yeah, this doesn't tell me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I guess we're supposed to pick the one that has something to do with the moon for each one, right? So hold on, let's go back. I think I got this figured out. So gods of nature, goddess of the moon, or god of the moon is Metzli. Creation. Oh, I guess these have anything to do with the moon. So maybe Kotaliq? Kotaliq? Or Quay? Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like we know the answer to the first one. We'll do that one, and either the first one or the last one. There we go. Yeah, so it was the moon, and then it was the mother, and then it was the universal power. Alright, to the wellspring, then there's a temple. They came upon a small lake filled with crystalline water that sprang from the mountains. After the preceding horrors, a place like this seemed miraculous. Peons ran to it and drank deeply. They were instantly refreshed and felt as if all they had seen until now had been nothing more than a bad dream. Vasquez decided to drink the water. Vasquez drank the water through the opening of his mask. A few drops that made it into his mouth made him forget any pains he had. Zacharias sat on a rock behind Vasquez, who stood staring at the temple in the distance. Eventually, Zacharias spoke. Zacharias recalled the tragedy of Diego's treachery and said he hoped Vasquez knew that he would never betray him. Vasquez turned to his old companion and told him that their friendship was the one thing he was absolutely sure of. He has to be to sacrifice him. Alright, to the temple. What does endurance do? +2 max HP. He has +10 defense. +4 movement. +1 HP per turn. So we have some new cards as well. The +1 HP, we can give that to him. Nine of Spades, +1 HP, plus Unholy Power, gain Demonic Strength. Keep giving him some HP, as we can. +4 Sight, we'll give this to him as well. Makes nearby enemies panic. And the King of Spades, +4 Sight, and then Barrage. Shoot all enemies in sight in sequence. That'll be really good for him. And that's everything. I keep doing that. Alright, to the temple. They arrived at a massive ancient structure. The stories were to be believed. This magnificent temple was the gateway to untold wealth and power. They entered the temple. Proceed to combat. Oh, Zacharias left. As they walked up the incredibly long stairs, Vasquez wondered what reward awaited him.
Horrified, Zacharias finally understood Vasquez's intentions. He would stop him or die trying.
I forgot to equip him with better weapons. Huh. We can probably still make this work. Well, I can't kill him either way. No one has 5 health, so I can't one-shot him with that either. I think Shriek is gonna hit most of these guys, yeah. So let's do that. Be a lot easier if he had a better weapon. We'll make it work. Oh, there's a guy all the way over there. That's annoying. Alright, we need to send him probably over here. A little dangerous, but it'll be fine. He has health regen. Alright, 70% for 5. Yeah, screw it. He's getting picked apart. That's okay. We will be okay. Ton of enemies over there. Let's go over here. We can probably pick this guy off that has 1 health. He shouldn't be in cover. I don't know where this enemy went that was over there to the left. I see. He's still just standing over there, it looks like. Well, he might be a little in over his head. We'll see how he holds up against all those guys with his pepper box. I mean, even a quarter-pounder pistol would help him greatly. Screw it, defending. Alright, how do I want to handle this one? I like to move him because he's going to get shot by this guy if we're not careful. Let's go and reload and just play it safe. Should probably heal him up. He's taking about half of his health and damage. Well, he only had 8 health. He'll regen out in his next turn, so not worried about that. He's going to take this hit, I think. Come on, no chance. Well, go and reload, I guess. He also didn't equip with any healing items, so he's kind of just on his own over there. Of course. $72 and $79. Only 39% chance. We can fan. No, we can't. Oh, take the shot. It's quite where I want to be, but I think this will. Well, I should probably go help what's his face. Honestly. Good old David. How do I want to handle this then? Super dangerous running over here. I'm going to do it anyway. Miss your shot. Heck yeah. He's not really in a good spot. Did not mean to do that. Coin toss. Yeah, no such luck. Go and reload this turn. Oh, what is he doing? He's throwing his life away right there. I mean, I'll take it. All right, 68 and 65.
Vasquez was dead, Vasquez smiled. Surely the forces inhabiting the temple would accept this sacrifice. It was time to pass through the gate and fulfill his destiny.
Don't really have a good way to get to that guy. Maybe right here? I mean, we can take this shot at least. Oh, he's still alive. I guess that's all that matters. He also has Cannibal. Heals him up a little bit. I think there's another fight in the temple, so I'm gonna try and clear out all these guys before we enter. Really? Well, that is something, isn't it? I mean, eventually it was gonna work. So now there's one more enemy over there. I'm not going to worry about it quite yet. I swear there's another fight in here. Maybe there's not.
Smiling and relaxed, the Antichrist emerged from the temple. His teeth glinted in the red star's baleful light, and a spark danced in his eyes. This was his world now.
Nice, scenario complete. Alright, the next one will be Method and Madness. A Soloman Delir unexpectedly inherits great wealth and a dangerous mission. Fear the madness spreading across the region. Aided by a mysterious benefactor, he delves ever deeper into the unexplored reaches of the human mind. I remember this one being very difficult. In fact, the first mission might be difficult.
Back in the days when the West was wild, anarchy ruled, and madness spread across the land. A genius inventor by the name of Trumercliff worked on a cure for this madness, but didn't manage to complete his undertaking. The word of his demise reached his not-so-friendly rival, Soloman Delir. Much to his surprise, Trumercliff's will stated that Delir could have his lab and all his equipment if he agreed to continue Trumercliff's work. But when Soloman arrived there, he found the place ransacked and overrun by gun-toting madmen.
Yeah, this is the mission that I remember. I hate this mission. Soloman Delir was in no shape to fight the madmen in Trumercliff's laboratory. Thankfully, he's joined by a trio of mysterious Pinkerton agents.
Delir was nervous and thought about fleeing. Then 3 massive Pinkertons appeared. Each introduced himself in turn, but all 3 had the same name, Mr. Persons. They explained that they had been hired to protect him, but declined to say by whom.
There's a door right there. I think one of these guys starts off with a grenade, if I'm not mistaken, right? Last time I started off... Nope, I guess not. I already have a plan. Couldn't tell you if it was a good one or not. Actually, this might be a good place to stand as well. He can't, Maybe we'll split up a bit. Or we'll keep it like this. He has a little bit of range on him, so maybe he would be better suited. Let's see what we can do. He goes right here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him right here. He's got a good place for a cone shot on these guys. He's in a good spot too, I think. I might send him inside instead. To subdue and kill that guy. So ideally, on our first turn, we take out 3 enemies. We'll keep him where he is as well. So he's still subdued for 3 turns. We'll bring him inside here to get find cover in the window. And this turn, just like that. Let him stand here for now. Then we'll open up on the next turn. Alright, so he does 4 damage. Works for me. And so the slaughter begins. So he's really the only one that wasted a turn. He really wasted me. He did hit somebody. Now they're safely behind cover, which I don't like. Alright, one less to worry about. He has golden bullet, may as well just go pop that and take out somebody. Super dangerous for him to run out here like this, but definitely worth it. We can take out one of them. I'm starting to second guess whether I selected the right difficulty settings or not. I don't remember. Oh, that's a dangerous spot. We need to get some guys over there. I bring him back this way. Support our protagonist. Don't shoot! Alright, good, he missed. He's way back here. Have him run all the way up here. Gonna provide some support. Then you will wait for just a second. Not really good odds either way. Maybe from this window. We'll try to do 1 damage. Why not? Honestly, I probably should just ran him back, but that works too. That's a little too risky, I think. We can run him in here. I don't think he's considered in cover from this angle. So I think this is the mission. I think we fight here again later, or this mission continues after we kill these guys. I don't think we're done quite yet. It says there's 3. I guess they're all back in this room? And I have no idea. Guess we'll find out. There's one. Oh no, I think it's the final mission for this this scenario that I didn't like. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Oh, there's one back there. Oh, there's two in here. Oh, shoot. Really missed that. Okay. Well, shame on me. Like 49% chance, 59% chance. I will take that shot. Then you need to find better cover because you're standing out in the open. I might just pull you right here for now. It's not gonna work because it's still behind cover. Ah, 74% chance. No such luck. I'll just probably have this guy run up and flank. Let's get a reload. Try to waste some of his luck. Then what we'll do is we'll send him right here and hopefully finish him off. 74. Enough. $29 and $28. I'll take the 29. Again, just wasting some of his luck. We're gonna send. Whoops. Hopefully he can finish the job here. If not, well, we have Golden Bullet. We can definitely finish the job. Yeah, let's do that. Just take him out. Don't want to risk my, Well, he has a... let's just do that. Let's get the character shot and finish this off.
The laboratory was finally cleared of lunatics.
Need to waste our time.
Delir breathed a sigh of relief as he sat down to begin his research.
Alright, Soloman, Delir, and the persons set out to confront the plague of madness overtaking the land. Delir, if you're reading this, it means I have succumbed to the madness. You arrived here exactly as I planned. You may be asking yourself why the greatest inventor of our time would move to the hard lands of the West. It's a fair question, after being informed that the land was being ravaged by a plague of madness. I offered my help to a man known as the Protector. I believe that by using the modern, objective principles of science, I could devise a method to erase this madness. As I come closer to a cure, I can feel my mind slipping away. I fear I may not be able to complete my work. Notes in the safe comprise everything I have learned thus far. For the sake of your fellow man, finish what I have started. Cure this madness. You're the only one left with the ingenuity required to accomplish this Herculean feat of intellect. Can't read. Sincerely, Trimmercliff. A few days later, the laboratory was restored. Soloman could barely contain his excitement. It was a perfect place to work on a revolutionary new technology. Trimmercliff's blueprints would give him a helpful head start. Each patent requires a blueprint. Blueprints belong to one of three fields: chemistry, engineering, and gunsmithing. Each new patent unlocks additional development opportunities. Each patent enables you to order new items from the nearby workshop. Chemistry allows you to create different usable items for healing and improved performance. Engineering provides passive upgrades and throwable items that deteriorate enemy performance. Gunsmithery enables you to construct powerful weapons. Soloman to choose to focus on, I think gunsmithery early on. Soloman had yet to research gunsmithing. He hoped his first breakthrough would yield patents for the Protector Ring revolver and the revolver rifle. Protector was easily concealed miniature revolver. The revolver rifle could be reloaded quickly. Soloman required a blueprint to inspire his research. Soloman invented and patented the Protector Ring revolver and the revolving rifle. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we will continue Soloman's journey. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.